So let us start. Atmananda coming in. He have some problems with the computer. So let 3 times chant mantra Om all together with me wherever you are. Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu. You may repeat this mantra after me wherever you are. Om Sahana Bhavatu. Sahano Bhunaktu. Sahaviryam Karavavahe. Tedasvina Vadhetamastu. Ma Vidvesavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gum Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Klim Kalikaye Namaha. Om Klim Bhadragali Namaha. Om Dom Durgaye Namaha. Om Rim Namah Shivaya. Harihi Om. Om Sankaram Sankaracharyam Kesavam Badarayanam Sutrabhasakritam Vande Bhagavanto Panaha Panaha Isara Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. So we start. Today, the subject is Vijnana Bhairav Tantra. And this course will continue almost 2 months. And we are going to study Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was thinking a lot. So today I put so that you can complete around 25 classes. Because there will be no confusion. Then second course will start the Vanaprastha on the Advaita Vedanta. So will not mix up. So because you are very busy and not available all the time in classes like Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday is not possible. So I decided Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you will have the 3 classes in a week. So that either sometimes you not attend Friday, so you can at least Saturday, Sunday. So this course has to continue. So therefore, so you can have no confusion, right? And once you study Tantra, then you can study Advaita Vedanta, the Vanaprastha Sannyas. So Vanaprastha Sannyas is the science of the enlightenment or science of the renunciation to understand the complete education. To understand complete education. That is the sannyas. But somehow that we can have different topics. So now we are studying the Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, especially on the science of Tantra. But As I said that a long time before, and in my many lectures, Tantra have many branches. And Vijnana Tantra has the 112 techniques, a technique of the concentration, how to develop the real concentration of the mind. Then go to dhyana, the meditation, then enlightenment of the samadhi appears. And we have been studying many sutras, and today, and we are going to sutra number, I think 8 or 9, because yesterday I have been sutra number.
We did 9 yesterday.
So yesterday was 8 and 9. So today we are going to study sutra number 10. So sutra number 10. So sutra number 10 and sutra number 10 is taught by Lord Shiva, the Bhairava. Sutra number 10, taught by the Bhairava, the Lord Shiva. So once again, I would like to just review what we have been. So Mother Parvati, the consort of Lord Shiva, here is the disciple, as a student, as a seeker of the enlightenments. And you see that we seek many things in our life, but not about enlightenment. And that's the highest goal of the life, the meaning of life, to know ourselves. And once you know yourself, no matter what you are achieving in the life, and everything leads to the contentments. If you don't know yourself, no matter what you achieve in the life, everything leads to the sufferings and depressions, unhappiness, and absence of love, and absence of understandings. Means everything is misunderstanding in our life. So study spiritual science means you have to always balance between spiritual and material world as well. Because unless you have to be survive. When you survive, then you can go to enlightenment. So, and Mother Parvati and asking many questions about enlightenments. And she have been achieving so many knowledge, so many kind of knowledge, and so many kind of enlightenments also. So, but there is the enlightenment of the essence of the nature, essence of reality, essence of the truth. There are many kind of truths, but essence of the truth also. So therefore, and here Lord Shiva, the Bhairava, is the master, is the guru, and we expose the secrets of the essence of the truth, the secrets of the truth, so that you can see that. So Tantra is about to know the secrets of the truth, the secrets of the enlightenments and its methods. So Vijnana Tantra provide you the secrets of the method of the enlightenments. Right? Enlightenment and its secrets methods as well. So therefore, and maybe we are not qualified to be a good student. We are not qualified to be a good student, but we can try ourselves, right? Because Lord Shiva teaching this to the Mother Parvati. And you see, Mother Parvati is the primordial goddess, primordial mother. And she have all the knowledge. All the knowledge. But still, and she don't know, and still she is suffering, and she is confused. So Lord Shiva the Bhairav, and providing the all kind of teachings, and to clarify the doubts of the enlightenment. It means, so the concept of Lord Shiva, Mother Parvati, Shakti, the primordial goddess, although she was enlightenment, but there is some sufferings. So it means there is not proper enlightenment, right? So sometimes an alcoholic person and desire to drink bottle of alcohol, and they get a bottle of alcohol, but finally the thing is okay, is enough. But when headache starts early morning, when you get up, when you drink it too much, headache starts, and you feel a weakness, and sometimes so many side effects starts. Then you understand, oh, it was not enlightenment. I'm become sick now, I'm become suffering. So you understand, a bottle of alcohol does not give you the final enlightenment, but it's giving some satisfactions, it's giving some pleasure, but you feel that enlightenment. But at the end of the day, it leads to the suffering. Similarly, so Mother Kali, Mother Parvati, the Devi, the goddess, so she got so many kind of enlightenments, but still there is sufferings. So she realized end of the day, so I need proper master, proper guru, so who can taught me the secret science of enlightenment, although I have the knowledge, not enough. So she realized this, and she understood that, and she have visions. So I need to approach to Lord Shiva, to approach to Lord Shiva, so that, and I know Lord Shiva has the knowledge of absolute consciousness, or the final enlightenments. And she trusts to the Lord Shiva, and she say that, and I think you know the science of enlightenment and absolute science of enlightenment, where is the no suffering, absence of all sufferings. And I know you are the right person, can taught me the science of final enlightenment. Am I clear that? Not enlightenment, final enlightenments. Like when you study Patanjali Yoga Sutra, there is so many kind of samadhi. so many kind of samadhi, right? When you study Sampragyana Samadhi, Asapragyana Samadhi, Sabida Samadhi, Nirbida Samadhi, Savikalpa Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Okay, it's only words for you now. I'm not going to explain everything now. So therefore, when you come into study Tantra, you have to have some lot of knowledge also as well. So we say that, and when you study all kind of science, like Hatha Yoga, Raj Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, then you are qualified to study Tantra Yoga, and the science of Tantra. So therefore I told you, and you have to ask sometimes, is it I'm qualified to study Tantra? Like Mother Parvati, and she have been educated with so many kind of spiritual science. So Mother Parvati has been studying so many kind of spiritual science. So therefore asking, and you have to ask yourself, is it I'm qualified to study Tantra or not? So our Gurudev narrating that, so one has to study all kind of science, then only can understand what is Tantra. If you study Tantra, and you have to understand what is the modification of the mind, what is the Chitta Vritti Nirodha, for example, how to control the mind, how to control the physical body, so many things are there. So you need a lot of yogic skills at first to understand the physical body, the physical mind, like mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. In our school, many people coming to study Tantra, and we are also giving the course anyway. I always smile, a lot of things, but we have no choice. We have no choice. So most of the people are coming to study, although they are not qualified to study Tantra, but still we do that. But same time, I say that we are coming to study Tantra, you need to have some skills. Then we start again to teaching a lot of Yoga Sutras, even Asana, Pranayama, Yoga Nidra, Dharana, a lot of things. And that is the principle. Then sometimes people complain, I'm coming here to study Tantra, Kundalini, Chakras. But if you speak about Yoga Sutras, you teaching asanas, you teaching pranayam, this is not Tantra. But they don't understand it. Because you need to have some skills in order to understand properly. You need pranayam, for example. So therefore, so therefore you can understand that. So you need some qualifications. You need some skills, right? So like Mother Parvati. And anyhow, so Lord Shiva going to explain you and what kind of skills you need to understand and traveling into the higher consciousness and joining into higher consciousness. So that is the Tantra all about it. Am I clear that? So this is basic instructions. Because here a lot of people coming in the platform, sometimes I have to, start very beginning, a little bit review. Then I will jump to topics. Then Sutra number 10, Vijnana Bhairav Tantra, they say, Dhyanartham Bhrantra Gurudhinam Kriya Badam Kriya Dambaravartinam Kevalam Varnitam Posam Vikalpa Nihatatmanam. Again, Dhyanartham Bhranta Bodhinam Kriya Adambaravartinam Kevalam Varitam Posam Vikalpani Tatmanam. So they see that Bhrantam Buddhina, whose intellect is always astray or scattered, those people who are established in the commandments actions only, Kriya Damvaram Vartinam. It means commencement. You see, Dhyanartham Bhranta Buddhina Kriyadambara Vartina. Then another sutra says, Kevalam Varnitam Pusam Vikalpa Nihitatmana. Say, this folk say that those people whose mind is always established in thoughts, in different thoughts, Vikalpa Nihitatmana. So let I shall go more clear that Dhyanartham Bhranta Buddhina. If you are going to meditate, so what happening? Bhranta Buddhinam, whose intellect is always asked. So through the two meanings, the scattered mind cannot meditate. But when you meditate, generally, the scattered mind or distractions mind is help you. Distracted mind means when you do meditate, the distracted mind can be concentrated. But through the distraction mind, one can meditate. Not possible. So Dhyanartham Bhranta Buddhina Kriya Adambara Vartina. But again, I try to a little bit more clarify. That is more easier. The Sutta number 10 and what Bhairava tried to exactly explain you. There is they say that when we have the scattered mind, means a distraction mind, or our mind is engaged in the material world, very difficult to meditate on the absolute consciousness. Like many material people in India, they say that it's very difficult. Then what you have to do? They say that is called Sakara Sadhana. Dhyanartha Bhranta Vidina Kriyadambara Vartinam Kevalam Varintam Pusam Vikalpani Tattva. They say that Sakara sadhana are described for those people of deluded intellect who are prey to distracted thought patterns or are inclined towards the purpose of the action. So what I mean here, Tantra have the two branches. Meditate on the form and meditate on the non-form. So when you study in Yoga Sutras, it's very difficult to meditate. So very beginning, what you study? You study asana, pranayama, mudra, bandha, or you study according to Raja Yoga. You study yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, and pratyahara. Pratyahara means withdraw the senses organs. You can't meditate direct. If I want to meditate direct, not possible. Not possible at all. So here Lord Shiva explained in Sutta number 10, who can meditate and what the purpose of meditations and how to meditate, who can meditate, which kind of meditation has to meditate. So as per my understandings, so Mother Parvati is confused. So very beginning Lord Shiva teaching meditate in form so that your distraction mind can develop the concentration of the mind. So Bhairav say that let him shall meditate on the form of the meditations. So therefore they call Sakara meditation. Am I clear that? Sakara means form, meditate on the form. So in India, we meditate on the form means we meditate on Shiva, Kali, Durga, Saraswati, whatever. Or you meditate on chakras, meditate on mantras, you chant the mantras, meditate on the yantras. So kind of meditation. So here Lord Shiva explained to Mother Parvati, so before going to higher understanding of enlightenment, let you have to develop the real concentration of the mind on the Sakara meditation. Because your mind not ready to go for higher meditation. Am I clear that? So therefore, when people study Kundalini science of Tantra, we let them to meditate on chakras. We have certain mantras also. Let them to practice pranayama. Let them to do. Then sometimes when I'm coming this platform, you say, what is Swami speaking about it? So what I mean here, so Tantra is all about to know yourself. But how to know? If you not properly develop concentration in the mind. How to awaken the chakras? How to awaken the kundalini, for example? How possible this? So therefore you need have the clarity of the mind, concentration of the mind, the transparent of the mind. So there's a dhyananta bhranta vadhinam. So this is that again the Sakara meditation always have to remember some kind of Sanskrit. So those who have the distraction mind, is good to meditate on the form of the meditations. You see, many things I repeat again and again. You know why? But you have to be more clarify this. Sometimes we're chanting mantras, Om Namah Shivaya. It does not help. You have to chant again and again and again to develop concentration in the mind. You practice asanas. It also does not help. You have to practice again. Once again, asana practice again and again and again. So it can help. Am I clear that? Similarly, Lord Shiva that, but I try to go to some commentaries. So it can also help you. I need to check that. We chart it. Okay. So after denying the reality of Sakara in the spiritual sense, Bhairava explains, Bhairava means Lord Shiva explains to Mother Parvati, to the Bhairavi, its role in sadhana for those who are bound to by their thoughts and actions. The path of knowledge is not accessible for those who are deluded or distracted. A distraction's mind not going to help you in order to achieve the final wisdom. And not possible to awaken kundalini or awakening chakras or rise the consciousness from the Muladhara chakra to the Swadhisthana or the Manipura or the Anahat or the Visuddhi or the Agya or the Sahasra or beyond the Sahasra chakras. Especially when you live in the samsara, in the social life, you have job, you have family, you have children, you have business. Because you have so much engaged, you are so much engaged in your social life. Very difficult for final enlightenments. So therefore, what you have to do, you have to, but does mean you are not going to enlightenment. Does mean that, but you have to work hard. Long time before, or in my many lectures, I say that there is no particular methods is evident to get enlightenment. No. One can be enlightenment. One can awaken kundalini anytime, any conditions, any moment. Am I clear that? So therefore, it means even it means either you are monk or you are sadhu or you are householder, no matter what kind of lifestyles you have, you can be enlightened and you can achieve the final freedom and you can experience that supreme love or the eternal love. But as for the Lord Shiva, but this is the abstract. It can happen. It can happen. But it's very unique. You never know. But same time, in our life, we not attend the samadhi or we not achieve the enlightenment or the freedom, then Lord Shiva explains certain techniques. So we can say that Mother Parvati is like common person, ordinary persons who have all knowledge, not enlightenment. So as for the science of enlightenment, no matter what kind of knowledge you have, if that knowledge does not help you for the contentment, it does not help you to experience yourself or the love, it does not help you free from the sufferings or obstacles, that is not real wisdom. So Lord Shiva explained you how to achieve the real wisdom of the Tantra. Wisdom of the enlightenments. So therefore, Lord Shiva explained, the Bhairava explained, the path of knowledge is not accessible for those who are deluded or distracted. Right? It means those who have not developed real concentration of the mind is not possible to achieve the final wisdom of enlightenment. Am I clear that? When you can check yourself here and now, when you sit down, close your eyes and meditate, you have so many thoughts coming in your brain. So as you're thinking, when this class over, I should call my daughter, especially Julia, for example, the American. She always say that my mobile 24 hours is open, Swami, because I have the daughter. So thinking when she can call to a daughter in the class now. When, for example, I'm just giving, as a mom, it's not an example for Julie, every mom, they're worried about their children always. Even the animals. Right? Even animals. That is the instinct qualities. So what happened when you are meditate, we have so many objectives to fulfill So it means our mind is distracted for the worldly objectives to fulfill. So when you live in the samsara, when it's monk and nun, they don't have so many objectives to fulfill in the samsara. So as being a monk and nun, as yogi, it's more convenient for them to meditate. Convenient to meditate. Julie, you can unmute of your sound, the microphone. Thank you. So, am I clear that? So therefore, in samsara, when you live, you have so many thoughts are coming, not possible to develop concentration in mind. So therefore, you have to meditate on the particular form, guided by the guru, guided by the master. You have to get instructions. Sometimes we meditate. We get so many techniques academically. You go so many schools, so many ashrams, so many courses. You got so many techniques. But still you don't get the personal guidance. You look in the books or look in the YouTube, right? And you get so many instructions. And you know, if you practice this technique, the result will be this. So many scriptures are written. If you practice this meditation, this is going to happen. If you practice this asana, is going to this thing happen. So you look in the results. Like sometimes you go to the restaurant, you get the menu, right? And you order the food to the chef, I say, chef, whatever. And they provide the food, but you never look your stomach, the belly, what kind of food you can digest. You don't know. Out of your emotions, out of your passion, out of your imaginations, out of understanding or misunderstandings, you order the food. And chef, they cook the food and they provide the food. But you are eating the food. But finally, the food poison comes. Or you not digest the food. It doesn't help to be healthy. Similarly, and you study so many kind of techniques, not one thing, so many kind of techniques. Right? So what happening? And you practice also technique, but results are not there. Right? Results are not there. So therefore, and when you practice tantra or the walking path of spirituality, you need to have a personal guidance. Which technique is good for you to practice? That does help you to develop the concentration of the mind. And where the tantra starts. The science of tantra is not possible to study academically. Not possible. You have to have the personal guidance from the master, from the guru, who can guide you in order to develop the concentration of the mind. Like Mother Parvati, the concept of Lord Shiva, the Bhairavi. She has been studying so many kind of science. It may be academic. She not find the guru. She not find the master. But she realized she need master is a guru. And that is your husband. That is your Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva, the Bhairava, explained to Bhairavi and guiding the techniques. And later you get a lot of techniques. So this is one technique. You have to meditate on the form. This path is also obstructed by righteous and rituals performed with the arrogance or ostentation. I say ostentation. The purpose of Sakar methods of meditation is to guide and profile so seekers onto the path of realization. Other than that, Sakara sadhana has no spiritual value. It is only intended to get the seeker onto the right path. Then, from the one point on the path to the another. So, Lord Shiva, the Bhairava explained to Mother Parvati, you are practicing so many kind of signs. This is happening, I'm sorry. And this is the Wi-Fi systems. But I tried also. So I try to repeat. As for the Lord Shiva, they say that the Sakara meditation, meditate on the form, it does not help you to realize the absolute consciousness or absolute enlightenment or the final enlightenment. But you need the skills, the concentration of the mind. As per understanding, kevalam varinitam pusam vikalpa nihatata. They say, meditate on chakras or meditate on form has no spiritual value. But as per my understanding, but it helps you to develop concentration of the mind. But as per Lord Shiva, there is no spiritual value. But as per my understanding, to guide you, it will help you for a spiritual value. Am I clear that? Any kind of meditation of the form, it will help only concentration of mind, but does not help you to experience the final consciousness or final enlightenment. It means you can resolve all the issues of the problems or difficulties. Am I clear that? You can't resolve. Still suffering is there. Am I clear that? It doesn't help, but it helps at the same time. So what I mean, sometimes you practice asanas, but it help you certain extent to develop concentration mind. It also help you certain 1 hour or 30 minutes have the good health. You feel good after practice asanas, but does not continue for a whole day to resolve all any issues. Problems come back. You chanting mantras, or you get the techniques, you practice asana, pranayam, whatever. It does help you, but does not help you to resolve all your stress and strain in the life. So what I mean, you have to continue your spiritual practice. All kind of ritual in tantric. When you practice in tantra, there is a lot of rituals. Therefore, in India, when you go to temples, you offer the flowers, offer the coconut, banana, fruits, money, study mantras, offering the milk on the Sivalingam, for example. You do so many rituals. So what happening? This kind of rituals is helping you to develop the concentration of the mind. Does mean it help you to resolve all problems? No. It's not the completely spiritual, but you have to take a path, a level to spirituality. Therefore, when people study in the science of Tantra, either 10 Mahavidyas or Sri Vidyas, they have to first start with the Ganesh, Lord Ganesh, mantras, either Havan, Arpanam, Pujas. Because the Lord Ganesh, we say, Nama Ganesha Vignesha Girija Nandana Prabho Mama Vigna Vinasaya Ganadhipadaye Namaha. So, Lord Ganesh before I am going to worship the all God and Goddess, you must worship to Lord Ganesh first. So Ganesh is the remover of the all obstacles. So when you are going to hire pujas, hire rituals, so you have to worship the Ganesh. Similarly, so when you are going to achieve the final consciousness, Atmajnana, or to know yourself, so at first you have to understand your physical body. And here is the applied yogic science, not tantra, but applied yogic science. So how to develop the concentration mind? That is chitta vritti nirodha. That we study in Yoga Sutras, the second sutra. How to understand your chitta, the modification of the mind, the action and reaction of the mind. Two things happen in the life. Either we react or they act. There is action and reactions. When action something happens, you are involved. When reaction happens, either you fulfill desires or not fulfill. Both happens. Action and reactions, everything. Action and reaction is the nature of the mind. The modification of the mind is the habit pattern of the mind. So here, the yoga philosophy is applied. So as you say, why I want to study Tantra, why are you teaching yoga philosophy? So what happened? Many teachers, when they're teaching Tantra, they actually don't put different subject. So what I try to bring into your consciousness. When I'm teaching Tantra, I'm teaching all kind of philosophy as well here. But you have to have knowledge. Most of the time I don't teach. So many students are frustrated here. Swami is not teaching at all. I have some teachers, they're teaching. If they're teaching yoga philosophy, they're teaching yoga philosophy. Somebody come chakra, they're teaching pranayama and chakras. Somebody come hatha yoga, they don't integrate. But when I go to class, I can integrate everything. Even asanas, I teach. Part of Tantra. Even Surya Namaskar only I teach. I said this is Tantra. Only Surya Namaskar. No other asanas. That is my class. I went some seminars, they want to study Tantra, it's fine. I was teaching for 3 days only Surya Namaskar. The sun shall do nothing else. I said, this is a practical aspect of Tantra. You want to study Tantra? This is the way of understanding Tantra. But I explained them. Why you have to practice Surya Namaskar? 3 days, morning time Surya Namaskar, afternoon Surya Namaskar, nothing else. I said, this is Tantra. And it's very effective. Depends how teacher going to explain it. And when you study Surya Namaskar is full of science of Tantra. Because each Surya Namaskar position, some salutation that is related to chakras, related to mudras, related to bandhas, related to the breath. You have to exhale, you have to inhale, and complete movements of the physical body, subtle body, astral body, even Surya Namaskar. Enough. You practice Surya Namaskar every day, it means you practice Tantra. The main aim of Tantra to preserve prana, preserve energy, awakening kundalini, and expanse of the consciousness. And that's what Surya Namaskar is going to help you. Once you experience Sakara meditation, that means how to your distracted mind to withdraw. And in order to develop concentration of mind. And when you practice Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, naturally you develop the concentration of the mind. Am I clear that? So that the Bhairav says so. And that I try to make you evident here. Sun salutation only to practice. And you can practice Tantra. So therefore, so Lord Shiva say that the Sakara sadhana means the meditative form or any kind of meditation, any kind of technique is to help you develop the concentration mind, and that help you. Nirakara is the topmost sadhana. So Sakara meditation too, you go to Nirakara meditation. Sakara and Nirakara. Sakara means meditation form. Nirakara means formless meditation. Formless. What is means formless? Absence of all kind of form. Absence of all kind of duality. There is no concentration. There is only experience of absolute consciousness. Suffering starts, difficulty starts, the samsara because of a duality. Am I clear that? Because of a duality. And where the duality, that the confusions. And where no duality, that the real concentration of the mind. So therefore, the sutra number 10 is helping you how to develop the real concentration of the mind. Again, I try to explain a little bit the same sutras. This kind of science of the beginning of Tantra, it takes longer time to complete. You have to be very clear. Dhyanartham. Dhyanartham means for the sake of meditation. Bhranta Avadhuta. Again, I repeat the sutras. Deluded mind. Bhranta means not concentration mind, confusion mind, doubt mind, Bhrantam. Distraction mind. So, Bodhina, intellect, Kriya, the action, righteous, Adambara, Bhaktina, they say, ostentatious rituals, ostentatious rituals, Kevalam, only described. And Pumasam, to these people, Vikalpa. Vikalpa means not proper thoughts. Nihata, pray, Atmanam, the people. So this is the translations. Then they say that so Sakara meditation is a necessary and important aid or the methods to sadhana and spiritual relations, because most people would never get started without it. How we can achieve something beyond physical body or subtle body or the astral body? How to achieve? Because most of the time we think we are the physical body, nothing else. So very beginning, you have to understand your physical body first. I was speaking last before also, how to understand your physical body. Purification, Tattva Suddhi. That chapter coming later. 5 sense of the actions, 5 sense of the knowledge, 5 pranas, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, mana, the mind, buddhi, intellect, chitta, the action, reaction of the modification of the mind, ahankara, the ego. Then 5 tattvas also another is called earth element, water element, air element, fire element, and ether element. These are composed. All things you need to keep this body properly. And your physical body functions. Your prana functions to understand them properly. That's Tattva Suddhi. How to really purify your physical body before going to experience subtle body. Then you're going to experience causal body. Then experience divine body. Where you are going to understand the totality of the final freedom. Kundalini awakening takes place in the causal body, not the physical body, not the subtle body. Kundalini awakening or awakening of the chakras, it takes place in the causal body. So therefore, you have to understand first physical body, then subtle body. So therefore, Sakara meditations are very important. Like when you come into our schools to study 200 hours or 300 hours yoga trainings, Even you study yoga teacher training, many students are coming to me. They have been studying for teacher training for 10 years, for 20 years. But still they can't sit down for 30 minutes to observe the breath. They can't sit down properly. But how they can practice tantra, for example, how to experience subtle body and mastery body? They complaining all the time, I want to tantra and kundalini. What you can study if you not develop concentration in the mind? If I say that they take one mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, and chant this mantra for 1 hour, not possible. They don't trust you. So what kind of such a person can study tantra or no? No, not at all. Sometimes say, when you study higher aspect tantra, like some people are here, like Mr. Yogananda study also, Sri Vidya, the Guru say that you fast to Ganapati, Havanam, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And there are a lot of rituals. They have to chanting for 1 year, for 2 years, for 3 years. So only this mantra, Ganapati, nothing else. You don't go final techniques. It takes a long time. But due to past karma, I was doing the Ganapati. It's kind of 1,000 mantras. It takes me 15 days before I'm going to science of Tantra. The Guru said that you have to simply chant. You want to study Tantra, it's fine. Chant Om Gam Ganapatanam, for example. I'm giving example. That is different rituals also. But somehow I have to chant day and night, 1,000 million times. Even sometimes I could not complete. I have to midnight to sit down. That's the Tantra. Tantra means when you decide to be humble, to obedient to master, to listen master. So master can give the techniques. When people come in to study 2-3 hours academic, only Tantra, I was always laughing. But we need also business. And when we teach, we get some money. I always say that, I always smiling. I say people are not qualified, but somehow come here, get some samskaras. And I guide to our teacher, teach this person Surya Namaskar, this asana, this pranam, let them to study. They're complaining a lot. I was smiling all the time. Actually, they don't know. And they're not ready to, they're not qualified to study. I told to Kundalini Tantra, I told the course, 200-300 hours like this. But we give. Like this. Lord Shiva says that Sakana meditation is not spirituality. Does not help you to awaken Kundalini. Oh Mother Parvati, oh Devi, it doesn't help you to free from all sufferings. Not possible. It doesn't help you to clarify your doubts. But in need, develop concentration in mind. You have so many doubts. Your mind has so much confusions. Devi, the Bhairavi. Could you imagine that? So Bhairavi and Devi, like common person, like one of us. So therefore, if I am Lord Shiva here, I am teaching you are a common person, like Mother Parvati, so you have to listen to me also. Right? If I say that practice only Surya Namaskar, you have to do Surya Namaskar. If I say chant only Om Namah Shivaya, I have to do Om Namah Shivaya. That means you are qualified to study Tantra, otherwise not. So here Mother Parvati don't ask any questions. Now she only listening and shut up. Only Lord Shiva explaining. So in India, when you study with the masters, masters speak for 12 years. Master only speak 12 years. Student never speak one word for 12 years. Only follow the masters. Obedient and humble and surrendered. No questions at all. After 12 years, then student can ask one question. And many Europeans argument with me. You say, what kind of teachings is this? We study everything logical. Logical mind does not work for the science of Tantra. Does not work. So you have to be like obedient child like Lord Ganesh. You know, among the all God and Goddess. So Lord Ganesh is the very much devoted to his mother, to Mama Parvati. He was very dedicated. I give you one story today. Very nice mythological story. We study Tantra, so let's study how to be obedient, how to be humble. So Lord Ganesh, he is the king and head of the department of the Ganas. Not Devatas, is different. He is called Gana. and they are helpful to Lord Shiva. You know, when Lord Shiva coming, he not coming alone. When Mother Kali coming to visit you, she not coming alone. She coming all kind of ganas. Rakshasi, like the aggressive god and goddess and demons. Somebody have no head, somebody have no ear, somebody have no leg. Such kind of demons, ganas are they coming. Actually, the real god and goddess is never harmful to you, but those who coming around them, they are harmful to you. So therefore, for example, I give one very nice story, and you know that when if I attend any marriage ceremony, and when there is engagement or a marriage wedding party going on, you see that the daughter and the girls party or the boys party, the boys and girls, they never harmful to others. But around the boys and girls, the friends of the girls, the friends of the boys, they are ridiculous. Sometimes one drink, somebody smash the head, somebody smoking cigarette, somebody taking drugs, somebody eating this. They are creating all the problems around the wedding parties, right? But a girl and boys, they're very calm. The friends of the girls, the friend of the boys' parties, they're always problematic in the wedding parties. That you know that. They're drinking too much. They boom the glass to the others. They're shouting each other. Who? Around the boys and girls, right? The friends, the relatives of the boys, the relatives of the girls as well in wedding parties. Am I clear that? And it happens. Yes or no? When you have a big party going here. Similarly, so those people coming with Lord Shiva is not dangerous. But those who are around the Lord Shiva, they are the aggressive, they are dangerous. So you have to make them very happy. And similarly, when you invoke to the goddess, Mother Kali, the primary goddess, so Mother Kali not coming alone to you. Mother Durga, she coming with all the Devis, all the yoginis, and different goddesses, they are very aggressive. And you have to feeding them properly. Like the wedding parties, you have to make satisfied. And the relatives, and those are accompanying the boys, those are accompanying the girls, for example. So you have to satisfy them, both parties. They're creating a lot of problems in the wedding parties. Similarly, though the around Lord Shiva, around Mother Kali, they are really dangerous. So therefore, and those people practice Tantra, many sadhakas, they don't know how to treat them properly. So they can succeed their sadhanas or spiritual practice. So what I mean to you, you are the Mother Parvati, you are the Lord Shiva. And who is aggressive around you? Your own, all the senses, all your desires, all your relatives. Your mother wants something, your father wants something, your girlfriend wants something, your daughter wants something, your son wants something, your the student wants something, your company wants something, right? Something in your life. And when you do sadhana, all problems comes to you. And you are not problematic for yourself. But the desires around it, they're the aggressive. Am I clear that? That is called 5 senses of action, 5 senses of the knowledge, 5 pranas, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankar. They're all around you. They're very aggressive, not let you to meditate properly to know yourself. And that's the root cause of all your sufferings. Root cause of all your sufferings. But same time, Lord Shiva not coming alone. He have to come with all his surrounding the circles. I give another example. Very simple. When a king travel to other countries, what happening? When a president travel other countries to have some diplomatic bilateral talks, what happening? King never come alone. The president not come alone. With the presidents, their soldiers, the armies, diplomatic ministers, officers, everybody coming, right? And you host them all. But president not quarrel with you. But if you're not satisfied, all around the presidents, officers, diplomatic people, they will be quarrel you. If you not properly host them, right? Similarly, you have to host properly. fulfill desire of your all the senses. Am I clear that? So you have to put in orders all your senses in the right orders. So you have to balance your pranas, balance 5 senses of the actions, 5 senses of the knowledge, balance your mind, buddhi, the intellect, the chitta, the modification of the mind, ego, ahankar. These has to be fixed. 5 elements. How to balance 5 elements within yourself. Fire element, ether element, air element, all elements, earth, water, air, fire, and ether element. That has to be balanced. Then only can know yourself. Am I clear that now? I just give you examples. So therefore, Lord Shiva say that is very good that. But how to achieve the final knowledge? Not possible. But at first to meditate on the sakara meditation, on the form. First to understand all our intellect properly. Let them withdraw. Let them to fix one pointed. Not let them to be free, distracted to you. So what happening when you meditate? So all your surroundings make you disturbing you. Right? Like in our ashram, sometimes when you meditate, a lot of techno music coming sometimes, but I fix them also. Right? When you meditate, a lot of things, you need food, you need accommodation, you need external surrounding also peaceful. So in ancient time, when the people meditate, they go to jungle and forest, far from the village, far from the cities, middle of jungle, where they can feel calm and quiet. External disturbance supposed to be not there. That also very important. So therefore, you have to meditate always on the sakara meditation, and so that you can avoid all kind of external obstacles. So your external obstacles what? When you live in the samsara, you're all relatives. That you have to fix properly. Sometimes you have dog, sometimes you have cat. Sometimes many people cannot travel because they're keeping the cat. Sometimes people say, I can travel. I love my cat. I can't travel. Not possible. Sometimes people say, I have the dog. I can't travel. I need my dog 100%. Is my soulmate. Like sometimes Mike say, dog, I love you. Without dog, how can I travel? And I know many stories about dog. They cannot travel. I know some people, they're keeping the dog for so many years. They never can travel even second cities without dog. They want to stay with the dog for 24 hours. That will external objectives, external obstacles. Not possible in a material world. So you have to always find out the minimum obstacles. So you have to reduce day by day all obstacles. Therefore, to be a monk and nun, they renounce all kind of external objectives, obstacles. Renounce father, mother, wife, children, like Lord Buddha. He left the kingdom even. He didn't stay in a palace even. He did not stay in a monastery even. He did not find any cave even. He simply found under a tree. Nothing to pay. He was sitting under a tree. Not even a monastery, not even. And sometimes when you come to study yoga, you check in what kind of air conditioned toilet. Toilet has to be air conditioned, right? And you need common bathroom, very private bathrooms. You can't share bathroom and toilets even. And you need air condition even, everything. Everything has to be air conditioned. Then where? You are depends so many things. How to develop concentration of the mind? So you have to think about Lord Buddha, why he left the palace, the king palace, to meditate on a tree. That the Tantra starts. You know where Lord Shiva meditated? In the cremating place. Mother Parvati, Mother Kali, where is he residing? In the cremating place. Cremation place. That is their place. Abode of the Kali is the cremation. Abode of Lord Shiva, the Bhairava, is the cremation place. Abode of Shiva is another form of Shiva living in the Himalaya, the Mount Kailas. But all kind of Tantric practice is the cremation place. Because the giving is giving impressions, not to attach to anything. One day you will die, nothing will be left. Only a dust, ashes, little ashes in your hand, nothing else. It's the best place to meditate in the cremation place. Nothing else. Then you understand that nothing belongs to me. Everything will go. So that is helping you detachment process. Right? Your father will die, your mother will die, your children die, everyone will die, and you will die as well. I don't mean you have to pray everybody has to die, but I'm speaking how to experience detachments. Same time, as I say, the Lord Shiva coming with all his relatives, all his friends, all his governors and everyone. Similarly, you have to survive in the society. But how to remove the obstacles where the suffering coming from? So you have to introspect, analysis. Tantra is all about analysis. So Lord Shiva say that this Sakara meditation help you to develop concentration mind. You have so many obstacles. So that this is the reason I try to clarify the Lord Shiva, the Bhairava, Mother Kali, the Bhairavi, the living in the cremation place. They learn how to be detached. Nothing belongs to them. It's a help of unconditional love. But not very easy, right? I give you an example. It does mean you have to go to cremation place now and sit down there and meditate like Lord Shiva and Bhairava. Maybe one day, next life. Does mean you have to renounce everything like Lord Buddha sitting on a tree. No, I don't mean that way. But I give you examples. Right? I just give you examples. Because you always blame. I'm suffering. I'm not happy. I feel lonely. I have no energy. But I try to explain you where you lose energy, where you occupied your mind, where you occupied your pranas. They're sucking the energy to you. But that you are the creator of your own obstacles. So therefore, a wise person, monks and nuns, they renounce everything. So far you survive with them, you have to take also positive. You are living a world life, samsara. And wherever you live, you have to take also positive as well. Not to take a negative. But most of the time we blame. The root cause of my suffering, my husband, my partner, my house, or my dog, or my cat, or my boyfriend, or my boss, or my mom. So many things you always blame to others. Right? You always blame to others. So therefore, you have to have a lot of self-analysis, how to develop the spiritual consciousness, the Shiva consciousness, to understand the total enlightenments. Yes, but today I'm already, so much time already gone. So let finish now within 2 minutes. So Sakara meditation is a necessary and important aid to sadhana and a spiritual realization, because most people would never get started without it. So therefore you start with the guidance of gurus. Moreover, as stated earlier, Sakara meditation develops the skills needed to steer your way towards deeper and deeper levels of the consciousness into spiritual experience. So for this reason, the Vedic and Tantric systems have been accepted Sakara sadhanas even while proclaiming that the spiritual experience is Nirakara. Nirakara means the absolute consciousness you only realize when you meditate has no forms. And that is the soul, Atma Jnana, or the Brahma Jnana. So this much today, the Sutta number 10, and please do some homework. What Sakara meditation can bring you. And develop the consciousness in the mind. But again, I repeat, this is not spirituality. Spirituality means that absence of all sufferings, resolve all our issues. Let you respect those behind you, those helping survive. If you not survive, you can't also go into spiritual or the enlightenments. You have to respect also survivors as well. Like when you stay in ashrams, we respect everything, the staffs, the house, the building, whatever. So you need to be positive wherever you are and whoever belongs to you. But try day by day, reduce your attachments. Less obstacles, minimum, you need to survive. Don't accumulate so many things. Not so many things. So it means you have to develop the proper consciousness. Look, the five sense of actions, five sense of knowledge. That is your ganams, right? That is your gana, like around Shiva. So therefore, try your best what you can. Okay, so thank you for today. 3 times Om. Om. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidanandamurtaye Nisprapanchaya Santaya Niralambaya Tejase. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Let everybody join with me. Today is a Saturday. Chant Mahamrityunjaya mantra wherever you are for the world peace. And those who need our prayers for the fulfillment of the desires and our prayers for coming out of all obstacles and our prayers for the liberation of all beings. Let the world rest in peace. Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yavandhanam Mritarmasya Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yavandhanam Mritarmasya Om Trayambakam Yajamahi Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yavandhanam Mritarmasya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. So thanks to all of you. And let every day and meditate and meditate and meditate. Either on the breath or the mantras, whatever. But don't postpone your all kind of spiritual practice. Don't postpone. Like eating every day, and you must practice the spiritual sadhana every day as well. Thank you. So I leave you all of the people now. I'll share these lectures with all of you. Thank you to all of you now. Hari Om Tassat.